know what we're going to do today. Just a training session in the paddock, but I'm just going to take it easy because at the moment I have low iron. I'm waiting for a transfusion, so my energy levels are 50 average at the moment. So I didn't want to exert myself too hard. Usually I'm really organised and I make a plan of what I want to do, which is always depending on the horse, of course, because things change very quickly. But I put some poles down in a straight line to maybe work on some, you like that, lateral movements. But we'll see what sort of horse we've got once I tack up and how much energy I have. We'll see.
So here we are working on some suppling exercises. So as you can see, I just want Nikita to gently bend her head around to her shoulder, and I want to use as little pressure as I can to get her to do that. And when she softens, I let her go. We do this on both sides. And then we move into asking Nikita to back up gently, and then I'm going to send her on her left rein nice and soft, and all I'm after is a walk here, just a nice soft walk. I don't want her racing and ploughing through me or pulling me over with the lead rope, just a nice soft walk, which we've got. And there I just ask for a little bit more, use a little bit of energy, and suggest with the rope that she move forward into a trot. Again, just looking for a nice relaxed trot, which she does. Good girl. And we've done our little trot, and now I just want her to walk. I'm just going to use my energy. And here she wants to stop. I'm just going to encourage her to walk. I didn't ask her to stop yet, but I will. And I'll do that by just looking at her hindquarters, and then she'll turn and face me to stop. And here we are asking for some yield. This is something that I struggle with in the saddle, so perhaps doing a bit more on the ground will help us in the saddle. Here you can see I lost Nikita's attention, so I'm just going to ask her very softly to back up, use her hind, just to shift her attention back to me and what we're doing, not what's across the paddock. And here we are asking for some yielding on the opposite side. Of course, what you do on one side, you should always do on the other side as well. So a couple of steps there just to finish our groundwork session before we hop on for a little ride. Oh, and this bit was funny. So I hopped on Nikita nice and slowly, and then I realised that I left my crop on the ground and I was too lazy to get off and get it. But I was in a bit of an awkward spot between the mounting block and the fence. I kind of had to shift her forwards and through and reach, and it was a bit, it doesn't look as bad as it felt, to be honest, but it was a bit awkward. And now we're good to go. So I was really working on a bit of relaxation with contact. So I've got a little bit of contact here. I want her just to soften and bend a little bit, or flex a little bit, and then I let her stretch and push her back up and stretch out all those muscles that she's just used to collect herself. And here I am collecting her back up again a little bit. I just don't want her to be tight and rigid and fixed against the reins. I want just a supple, soft contact. So when she's not overly bent, but a little bit flexed, I'll give her her head and she can stretch out those muscles again. Really good little warm up. Or if we're feeling a bit lazy, a good little exercise. Moving on into a little trot work just to end the day. I was feeling a bit flat at this stage. Realised that I was on the wrong leg. Have a little sit. And we're back on track again. Just trying to get a nice relaxed trot at this point. I'm giving her a little stretch as well. Something that I'm working towards is improving my sitting trot. So here we go. Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, stumble. But Nikita's got such a lovely trot. It won't take us long to really improve our sitting trot. So I was pretty happy with that. Called it a day, and that was it.
And that will do us for today. Just a nice little relaxing ride. Bit of walking, bending, flexing, playing with our contact a little bit. I'm not great at having a contact at all. I tend to ride with really long, jabby reins, probably more than anything. And Nikita likes a little bit of firmness, and it's what we need to do if we want to go on with dressage. So just having a little play with collecting her up a little bit and then letting her have her head again. We're still building our strength and our top line and our back strength, so we can only do it for little bits at a time. But she felt super relaxed. Good, it was a lovely little ride. Good girl. Should we go on tack?